Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Your day is about to get better because you just clicked on one of my videos. So that's always going to make your day a little bit better when you're watching one of my videos, so I hope that's true for each and every one of you guys watching this right now. Guys, welcome back to Disneyland. This is part like 32, I think, and we're doing Indiana Jones. So this ride has been sitting here dormant for the past like year or so, and I decided it's finally time that we come and get this ride done once and for all, and so I just don't have to look at it anymore, guys. But actually, first, before we go any farther, go ahead in the description and join my Discord server, because those guys saw some sneak peeks of this video before it even came out. They saw some screenshots, some cool shots of this ride before this video was even uploaded. So go join that. We got a great community there, and let's have some fun. But right now, this is just this is a part of the queue line. If you've been on the Indiana Jones ride, this is like the big dome room. It's pretty open, and we just finished it. So that was the dome room, I guess. But now we're coming into the room right next to the dome. This is pretty much where there is a big screen at the end of the long corridor, and it's just the safety information video, pretty much, kind of, I guess, where it's given the backstory of the ride, with a long winding line right there. And of course there's also the little fast pass line on the far right if you don't want to stand in the long line. You can see right there I'm using the heads on top of that little podium right there. I used a head for a little bit more detail. I've started doing that in my rides now since Pirates of the Caribbean, with some like little mini barrels I used in Pirates of the Caribbean and some other cool stuff. So yeah, I'm using the heads now, which is adding a lot more detail into these rides, which I think is pretty cool. I think it added a lot of pizzazz to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Go check that one out. That was my last video. If you have not seen that yet, that was pretty cool. But yeah, now we're coming to, this is going to be the loading station area right here. And that area right above is sort of like a staircase. You can walk over the loading area and into this middle area, which is just another loading area to get onto the ride. So that's kind of cool. It's a nice little fancy addition, and they have like an elevator too, which I don't think I added yet in this video, but I'm gonna have to add that pretty soon, because you gotta have elevators for people who can't walk up the stairs, especially in Minecraft. You got some people like that. But now we're coming around here, and we're actually getting the whole ride layout. So this is what the track is going to look like in the end. As you can see, we're doing a lot of twists and turns and curves and stuff, and we're staying inside of this big green rectangle you can see around the corners, which is the border for the show building here, which has been sitting here for, like I said before, probably over a year. We had the first half of the queue line finished like a year ago, and then we just moved on, never worked on the actual ride itself. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I took a break. I think it was because the whole ride was just daunting for me. But now I'm a changed man from a year ago, guys. I'm working on taking on bigger tasks, bigger projects. I built the freaking White House, for Pete's sake, so I can build Indiana Jones in Disneyland, because I am a big boy. I put my big boy pants on for this video specifically, and here we are. This is what happens when you chase your dreams and get stuff done, and you don't complain about it. You just go ahead and you do it, block by block, and that's what you're looking at right now. This is the finished product of determination. This is what determination looks like right here. This is the giant hall where you look into Mara's eyes at the end of the corridor, and Mara's like, "Oh fool, you look into my eyes, you shall perish," or something like that, in the big deep scary voice. And this is where she pretty much, is Mara he or she? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Mara is a pretty feminine name, but sounds like a guy. The voice sounds like a dude talking, so I don't know the answer to that question. That's like a paradox right there. But I don't know. Mara pretty much sentences you to death right here, and then this is the area where there's a bunch of lightning bolts and stuff, and everything is just crashing all around you, and you're gonna come up to Indiana Jones holding up the door up here in a minute. I didn't get Indiana Jones. I didn't get the armor stand for Indiana Jones in. I'm gonna do that eventually, but I didn't do any of the special effects or armor stands or any of that. in this episode. So that's going to consist of pretty much all the Indiana Jones figurines on this ride, as well as like in the area with the skeletons, which is pretty coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna put a lot of skeletons on some armor stands. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen with the armor stands. And I have some cool ideas for some effects and stuff as well for this ride. So I think for the ride showcase, this ride is going to be very cool, a very good one to watch. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright, we're going to take a break from your regularly scheduled Indiana Jones video to get our subscribers of the video. And we missed them last video, so we're going to do 4 this video. So first up, we got Seasonal Disney. And he posted this comment, but he also did a tour of my world. So that was pretty cool. I will link it in the description below. Go check out that video. But next up, we got Big Boy Beat for his lovely comments. Thank you, Big Boy Beat. I appreciate that. He's also in the Discord server, so join the Discord and you can talk to him. Next up, we got Tyler the Imagineer for this lovely comment. Thank you, sir. I don't think he's in the Discord, which is unfortunate. But, you know, maybe someday we'll get Tyler in. And finally, we got N4FTG2 for this beautiful comment. Guys, thank you for that. Welcome to the board, everybody. And let's get back to the regularly scheduled video. But right now, this is pretty much this little tourney area is where you go in and see all the skeletons and all that stuff. And it's kind of a spooky little vibe and all of that stuff going on. I think I did pretty good with the detailing. I have a lot of variation and stuff like that with all of the blocks in there, so hopefully I did a good job with that. And up next we have the little bug room where your Jeep drives and it turns on the headlights and you see all the bugs on the wall and stuff. And if you're afraid of bugs, it's not a good time, but if you're not afraid of bugs, it's kind of just cool. But that's pretty much what's going on back in that corner over there. This ride has like one central main area, and then it has like a bunch of little like corners and stuff in it where some other stuff goes on. Like you have the skeleton area over there, and this is like the bug part. And then in a second here, we're gonna like cross this bridge over the big main part of the ride. And we're going to go into another little area, which is like the snake area, I guess. You can call it the snake area because there's a bunch of snakes in it. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then this is the actual bridge right here. If you guys have been on the ride, you go across a big old bridge right across the middle of the ride. That's it right there. And it's pretty cool because it's right next to the big skull face off to the left. But I haven't built it yet. I'm going to build that in a minute, and you guys will see. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty nice. I like the fire coming out of the one eye. I like how it's just like half of a normal face and half of a skull face. And I think I did that pretty well. You guys can judge my work in the comments below once we get to that head area. The giant skull. You guys can judge me in the comments. But this is the snake area that I was talking about. We got some little snake statues on the wall. And then I'm going to come back and add the giant snake here. Giant snake here in a second. Where's that slithery guy at? The spooky guy. He doesn't move. There he is. This nice little snake. He doesn't move, unfortunately. But I gave it my best effort. Like I said, you got to just take tasks head on. Don't even think about it before you go. You just got to do it. But after the snake area, you come back here, which is this area is like behind the head area, behind the giant head, behind the big skull, and it's like a bunch of skulls inside of a burning room, and you see a big ghost on the ceiling, which doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know what that room is supposed to be in terms of the storyline of this ride, because I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. The ghosts, I don't know why the ghosts are in here. I got the snakes and the bugs and stuff, but the ghost just seemed like a little too much, in my opinion. But that's alright, because we got the head going on right here, so I can change the subject and not feel weird about it. We got the head going on right here, and there's the fire coming out of that one eye, which is very nice. Lights the place up pretty nice in the darkness. We're gonna have a giant pit of lava down below, which is gonna light it up even more. But I think that fire in the eye is a really nice touch. It really brings the place together, as well as the big vines and roots hanging off of the ceiling. Some of them are supposed to be vines, and some of them are supposed to be like stalactites. So I don't know which one is which. You guys can decide which one is the stalactites and which ones are the roots on the ceiling. I don't know which ones are which. I didn't really make a way to tell between them. I just made a bunch of fences off the ceiling because it looks cool. But now the entire area is pretty much covered up in darkness, which is kind of spooky, so it hinders your visibility. But in a second, we're going to get a big old light source in the bottom here. There it is, the lava. So yeah, that looks really nice. I think that brings this place together pretty nicely as well. And just to break up the lava, I came in and like textured it a little bit. You'll see in a second here. I added in some magma blocks right there. Look at that. That was beautiful for the second that it was on screen. But now we're past the big open room there, and this is the finishing area. We are working on. This is like the spike room, or not the spike room, like the arrows or whatever, the darts that come out of the walls. And then we're gonna finish off with the final scene with the boulder and Indiana Jones, and we saved the day. And guys, go ahead and check out all my other videos. Tell me what videos you want me to make in the future. We're going to do some cinematics here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. And until then, goodbye!